gonna do a research stream today. Did I record? Yeah, I'm recording as well. Okay, technology. Just wiring up X. Give me a second. Everyone start now. Yeah. Okay, all right. Cool. So we're doing a bit of a research stream today. I have this workspace that I've opened here on Grok to kind of start gathering some research for this guy. Let's go to look at the articles. Let's go look at the recent article that I published, the Socratic interruption model. Yeah, exactly. Let's just go to it directly. Cool. So this article kind of captures the idea of what I want to build next, or sort of what the next steps are inside uncertain systems. And we got to now a point where we have this tag. So we have open lesson. I think it's in a very good, form and shape at the moment. The human cognition data set and the GHC are also like in a solid shape, but I need to basically just run more on them, right? So we have a data provider connected to it. So data's flowing in. We need to just kind of work on the business as usual stuff. Now the part that is missing here is the classroom piece is what's missing here. And the classroom piece is missing because it's what it's gonna take us from having simply a model that is just a wrapped LLM to an actual model that is a Socratic. Yeah, well, I call it here Socratic interruption model, right? Which essentially means it's a model that is trained to understand when is the right moment to interrupt your thinking process, right? And so I'm doing I have a few lines of research here open. For example, this one is on Think Aloud protocols because I want to see what has been studied. Hey, can you summarize these in literally 2 lines? Just so that you can get the gist of it. It's essentially here the concept that research basically backs up what I said, that Think Aloud protocols actually increase attention unconsciously. So that's one thing. And then here we have research on human learning. And I want to open a new thread, which is hey, can you pull up any research or even any actual project around building a Socratic model? So a model that would basically be optimized and trained towards interrupting or asking the user questions or the student questions, like an actual Socratic interruption model kind of thing. I want to see if there's any work in this direction in the past and how deep this goes, and whether there's any practical implementations that exist already out there. So that's how I do my research. Basically, I think that is, one of those things where these tools nowadays actually help you with this a lot, because it helps me navigate a ton of things which would be actually very complicated with a Google search. Let's see what has been built. Ah, there's an oral assessment tool. That's nice. The Socratic Mind. Yes, there's meaningful prior and ongoing work and study this kind of Socratic instruction model. Okay, perfect. Not primarily to answer, but to probe, interact with target questions, and guide discovery. Especially exciting because it engages the brain mechanism. We study multiple parallel memory systems, paper to data set, hybrid neural processes. So there's some foundational research pre-LLM. I can read this later. Okay, but there was something pre-LLM era that was like the auto tutor. Interesting. Simulates human tutoring strategies, including Socratic tutoring. This is like eliminating questions to draw out the learner's knowledge, expose gaps. Yeah. Modern implementations. Oh, there's something from Georgia Tech. AI-powered oral assessment platform. Okay, that's interesting. So there's an this is an oral assessment platform. Yeah. That's cool. So this is from Georgia Tech. So it's an AI oral assessment platform. But it's still Gen AI. So there's some papers. Socratic Mind Scalable Oral Assessment Powered by AI. That's very fresh. It's really cool actually to see that there is some work in this direction, because it basically just confirms PDF here. I just need to connect to these people. How do I even access these? Bro, this won a competition in 2024. I need to connect with these guys. Bro, they don't have LinkedIn is all they have. Scale AI. Decagon. Okay, so let me see. Give me a second. I'll be right back in a second, okay? I gotta go check on the baby. All right, I'm back. Where's Deca gone? AI can search for every customer. Okay, that's not our vibes. Page not found. Page not found. Page not found. How these people even exist, bro? What the fuck is this? Okay, Socratic Mind. It's scalable, or this is not so old. This is from 2024. It's like 2 years ago. Not even that. Like a year and a half ago, probably. Wait, what? Sorry, give me a second. Okay, so there is. This was really an LLM. Okay, fuck that. There we go. Yeah, it's a GPT-4 Pi dialogue. But I need to connect to this. I need to. I think what we have is so much better. But it's mostly. It seems like all basically, AI LLM powered. Socratic Playground for Learning. Advanced Generative AI Technology, bro. GPT-4. What the, bro? How do you design an interface like this? What the heck, man? We're sitting on we're sitting on a mine, like we're sitting on such a piece of gold of a project, guys. Multi-agent Socratic frameworks. Okay. Reflection in reflection architecture is two specialized LLM agents, a student teacher that drafts question, and a teacher educator that applies Socratic coaching questions for clarity. For orchestration prompting, higher quality reflective questions. Okay, so that's more. Okay, there is also some open source projects. Fine tune LLM tutors. Canmigo, you're fucking kidding me. I have to. Oh, I have to do these, guys. I have to train these. I have to get to work on it. Because this is crazy. They are fucking LLMs, man. Okay, but all these seem to be LLM based. Am I right? Or is there anything else that you found in your research that is not LLM based, that is maybe a world model type of thing, or anything else than just like a typical LLM architecture? I'm sorry, but like, guys, this this is beautiful, isn't it? This is like done. I'm maybe a bit too much into myself right now into these, but this is just a beautiful system. It's a beautiful system. It works really well, and I have to work on the interruption model a bit more. Modeling above water. And you know why? You know why people fall into this trap? Because it's dialogue based. And then it feels like an LLM should be an auth because it feels like a chat, right? But the reality is that the true Socratic method. Can you give me a rundown of the original Socratic method, and then maybe the variants is evolved into over the years? I just want to understand at the core principles, the very core first principles of the Socratic method, please. I think a think aloud protocol is something that is very essential to this whole methodology that people are ignoring right now. Knowledge just meet wifery. Oh, this is so nice. I like this. Actually, this reminds me of a few things. So this reminds me of a few things. This reminds me of a few things. So essentially, there's a few terms. I want to call dibs on and pre-coin here with this post. So these are the terms. Man, these are the terms because I was thinking out loud about these. I mean, vibe learning. Vibe learning. There was so there is this. I have to come back to this post later. There is. I was talking to two users today, and there was like a very interesting conversation around. It was vibe learning. It was basically. I'll come back to it. It'll come back to me. I need to coin a few terms, but yeah, actually, intellectual humility. Aporia. Elenchus, the heart of the method is systematic cross-examination. The questioner does not argue or lecture. Instead, they ask a series of probing questions that clarify what is being claimed, what do you mean by, surface hidden assumptions, why do you believe that, test consistency, does this follow from what you said earlier, examine evidence and implications, what would follow if these were true, can you give a counterexample? The goal is often not to state the productive confusion. Yeah, productive confusion is. Oh, this is such a good name. Maybe I should have called up on less than that. Aporia. Oh, this is such a good name. Aporia is. productive perplexity. This is such. This is. I'll save that. Yeah. Medieval law schools. Law schools is crazy. The famous case method with cold calling and relentless Socratic probing. This is probably the most visible modern institutionalization, intense, high stakes, and sometimes experienced as adversarial rather than collaborative. Yeah. Anyway, but it surprises me that there's not much work done beyond using LLMs like these. So another thread that I want to go down through is basically thinking around yeah, kind of how to get data. I think baby's awake now. I might have to actually drop it. I think it's a little late today. I'll keep. Yeah, I mean, I still keep working through the night. I'll post some updates on X. I'll double check in with the baby. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually finish it up now. I need to. I need to. Yeah. Oh, Socratic interaction models. And there's nothing else really more sort of out of the LLM world that has been done regarding the Socratic method. Is there even anything that you can search from Eureka Labs, from Karpathy? Anything that is publicly known that could indicate how their tutoring system is going to look like? Or even the synthesis or the Alpha School systems? Anything that is there out there available? I know that from Alpha School the documentation is available, and I remember some data tracking there around gaps, maybe analysis or mastery level or something like this, but like it didn't really seem like it was a model trained to take action on the student anyhow. To Kirkpatrick. What a bullshit disease, guys. So is an LLM-centric generative AI native education platform. Okay. K-12 physical locations. Adaptive AI tutors in focus to our morning blocks. 9% masteries in diagnostics to identify gaps in real time and generates or adjust lessons at the exact right level. Okay, so their system is more doing adjustments. Yeah. Okay. This is one of the more transparent parts. Personalized pathways to unlock only after mastery gates. Tracking of accuracy, reasoning, and sentence descriptions and progression. There's no public evidence of a trained practice interaction model. I don't know. I think I must have gotten something wrong with my Everyone's betting on the LLMs. I just I think that's the easy way to go, and I don't think that does not take you down the wrong path in terms of automation and optimization. But I also don't think that these people are targeting automating learning as their vision. They're targeting to optimize the learning, but not to automate it. It's a very different thing. I'll wrap it up here, guys. Need to do some more thinking. I'll share more as I walk through these and a bunch of other things. Interesting times.